when they first even invited you to participate in the shoot, you didn't even know you were going to be the cover, but when they first asked you to be on the shoot, did you think, great idea, I can't wait to do this?
Not at all. I said, why? And then it was my CAA agents. They say, they can't believe it. They're so excited that they want me. And then they said they'll fly me to Belize. And my daughter, Tosca, was with me, and she'd shot a movie in Belize. She says, you've got to go, if only for Belize. So then I said, OK. then I went.
So, May, what is your beauty routine? And please don't tell me you drink a lot of water. Please don't say that. What is it?
I'm a dietitian, so I eat very well, and I drink when I'm thirsty.
Okay.
That's it.
And I certainly don't carry water around with me all the time.
Did you feel self-conscious about your body? You know, this is the swimsuit issue. The pictures are great. Let me just show. Oh.
And there's a two-piece.
And you wear a two. Wait, I'm going to the wrong. I had marked it. Are you self-conscious about your body?
Well, I've never been considered a swimsuit model. Nobody booked me for swimsuits. I've been modeling since I was 15. So that's a long time.
Yeah, look at the pictures, May. Yes.
And so then I thought, well, I went there. But then once I did the first swimsuit, and they all said, oh, great. And I'm saying, OK. So I said to them, please Photoshop me like crazy.
Yes, they didn't do that.
But you don't need Photoshop. Don't do it right now.
Well, then you have good lighting here, too.
How did your kids respond when they saw you on the cover?
They said, congrats. They thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of your kids, you mentioned
Tosca
your daughter.
says,
Tosca describes you as unstoppable.
Yeah.
Just when you think she's getting older and you says, no, not yet. Yeah. She says you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Do you feel unstoppable?
I'm unstoppable. I mean, I'm just getting started.
And you said at 74, this is the happiest you've ever been. What is the key to happiness?
That you don't mix with nasty people anymore. You don't tolerate that.
I like that.
You can say no to things. You know, before that, you're just very polite and you do things you don't want to do. And I just live alone with my dog. The dog makes me very happy.
Yes.
And then I fly around so much. And I'm
enjoying
in
life.
demand. I mean...
You're in demand.
So speaking of nasty people and things in demand, there's a social media platform that exists. It's called Twitter. Oh, yeah, I heard of it. People think there's some nastiness that sometimes goes on.
Somebody
Somebody
recently
put a bid to buy Twitter,
Twitter,
It's also in demand, and there's a guy named Elon Musk, your son, who's trying to buy the thing. I'm curious, do you ever give him business advice? These conversations come up?
Yes, I did tell him, don't do a car company, electric car company, and a rocket company.
You did?
Yeah, and a solar company. I said, just choose one. You've been working too hard at PayPal, so now you need to just choose one. And so obviously he doesn't listen to me.
Now, May, I work in TV. I played in the NFL for 11 years. Oftentimes my mom will call me and she'll say, son, what did you just say? You shouldn't have said that.
And why did you do that?
And why did you do that? Have you ever called Elon and said, I saw what you wrote on Twitter or I heard what you said, dial it back?
No.
No?
No.
You allow him to choose his words, say what he wants.
You have to be responsible for whatever you say. And yesterday I was tweeting out all the bots that have 7 followers but 1,000 likes, and they are all malicious comments.
Yeah.
So, but these people don't have any followers. How do they get 1,000 people liking their malicious statements and then retweeting it 400 times?
Yeah.
So you
and retweeting it with saying
like an
more malicious things.
Yes.
No, there's something organised that's going on that way. You can't just make that up.
You're active on Twitter.
Yes,
Are there
yes.
other changes you hope your son brings to the platform?
I actually haven't given much thought, other than yesterday I was angry.
No, but you were...
Hashtag angry mom.
Nothing wrong with that.
Angry. No, nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
You were fiercely protective of him. He recently tweeted, if something happens to me and I die of unforeseen circumstances, which I thought was very troubling when I read it. What do you think? Are you worried about his safety? What do you think when he tweets things like that?
Well, when I see all the malicious comments on Twitter, then I really do worry about him, yes. Yeah. I mean, a mother always worries about her children. I've got 3, but he's the one I'm worried about,
Elon is a very polarizing figure, and people are interested in him.
Yes.
But I'm curious about what he was like when he was younger.
Me too.
When you saw him,
in
and
my
you looked
book.
in his eyes. I know, but we have.
I left some copies here for you.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes.
But what was it like when you looked in his eyes when he was a child or a teenager? Did you see this man who was eventually going to have such an impact on the world?
Well, at 3, I said, you've got to go to... I took him to nursery school because I already had 2 other little babies. And I said... And they said, but it's a bit young to send him to nursery school. And I said, but he's a genius. And they rolled their eyes.
Every
And they
parent
said,
says that.
You thought he was a genius at 3? Why? Why did you think that?
He would converse with me and make sense. And he was so observant of things.
Wow.
And very curious. And, yeah, so I was right.
Yeah. Do you have a nickname for him? Do you have a pet name for him? I'm curious.
We used to call him Genius Boy.
Did you?
Wow.
Genius Boy.
Did you?
Well, when it comes to geniuses, I hear that they have tremendous strengths, but they're also some.
That's like after he
hang-ups.
spills the milk on the counter.
Yeah.
Okay, genius boy.
Okay, genius
boy.
boy.
Get a
Get it
paper
together.
towel.
Are there any weaknesses? And I don't want to say weaknesses. It's a weird word to use, but when you look at geniuses, oftentimes there's things that they have hang-ups about. Is there anything
Well,
that...
you know, when you have a genius, they could be in the basement doing genius things and never apply it. And fortunately, Elon also has a business brain, and he realizes that what he wants to do, he needs to apply it, and he has to go through a lot of hardships to fight the fossil fuel industry. And
I actually think he's brilliant and is always thinking outside the box. It'll
Yes.
be
And he's a doer. He doesn't just have an idea.
No.
He wants to execute his ideas.
yeah.
But I want to end with you because I'm so in awe of this cover.
It is
I'm so proud
really
of it. I
gorgeous.
want to be you when I grow up, Maye Musk. But this cover is a symbol of beauty for so many people when we look at it. When do you feel you're most beautiful?
Well, first of all, with this cover, I want women to be able to walk on the beach in a swimsuit and not be embarrassed about their bodies.
Yes.
Because we are like that, and men will walk out and they would be obese, and then they have a tiny
they're wearing a
swimsuit,
Speedo.
a Speedo, and then they arrogant and confident. I'm saying, you know, and we don't insult them, but man, when we walk down the beach, we get comments.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we just got to get.
Those are weak men, by the way.
I agree.
Thank you.
Weak.
I agree with you.
I agree with you 100%.
Yes.
All right. Bravo and thank you.
Thank you.